Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chemistry Can Smile. Please share, subscribe, and you leave a comment for more videos. Always have a positive attitude towards chemistry, and I believe you will pass in chemistry as a student. Look at questions of Form 1 and Form 2 that were tested in kcse paper 1 2021 that was done in March 2022. So question 1 goes, draw a label diagram showing the atomic structure of magnesium. You are given the atomic number and the mass number. So you have to begin by calculating the number of protons, that is the number of neutrons present, the number of protons present. So you calculate by subtracting 24 minus 12. So you get 12 neutrons, and the number of protons are equal to electrons. So we distribute inside the nucleus here, we distribute protons and neutrons, then you distribute the number of electrons, just like that. So you find that the electron arrangement is 2:8:2. The atomic number of phosphorus is 15. Draw a dot and a cross diagram for the compound formed when phosphorus reacts with chlorine. So the electron arrangement of phosphorus is 2:8:5. That one of chlorine is 2:8:7. Both are non-metals, so they form a covalent bond. So you show using a dot and a cross, So you can use the crosses for phosphorus. And for covalent bonds, you only indicate the electrons in the outermost energy level. Only indicate the electron arrangement, that is the electrons in the outermost energy level. So state the condition under which the Bunsen burner produces a luminous flame. Bunsen burner can only produce a luminous flame when the air hole is fully closed. It will produce a luminous flame. Write an equation for the reaction that takes place in a luminous flame, assuming the laboratory gas is butane. So you begin by writing the formula of butane is C4H10. Then you write when it reacts with oxygen, a limited supply of oxygen to produce carbon 2 and water. You indicate the state symbols. This is a gas, this is a solid, this is a gas, this is a gas. So you indicate, and your equation should be balanced. One of the regions in non-luminous flame is an burned region. Describe how the presence of this region can be shown using a wooden splint. So slip a wooden splint at the middle of the flame So the observation which is made is that the wooden splint burn at the sides. So it looks like this. So here we have charred region, then here we have uncharred or unburned region, like that. These are questions of Form 1. The elements sodium, magnesium, and aluminium belong in group 1, group 2, and group 3 respectively. Select the element with the highest electrical conductivity and give a reason. Magnesium. Magnesium. That is aluminium. Aluminium, sorry for that. Aluminium. This is because aluminium has more, has 3 delocalized electrons. Sodium has 2, that is 1, and magnesium has 2. So you have to give a reason why. Complete table 1 to show the products of electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride and molten sodium chloride. So electrolysis at the anode for concentrated sodium chloride anode, we have chlorine. At the cathode we have hydrogen. For molten sodium chloride, at the anode we have chlorine. At the cathode we have sodium. That is the question of Form 2. When a piece of sodium metal is placed in a beaker containing pure water, state 2 observations made during the reaction. 2 observations that is made during the reaction is solid, that is sodium, that's on the surface. Another observation is that it melts into a silvery ball. We can also say a colorless gas. The beaker becomes hot. That is an observation. Beaker becomes hot. State and explain another observation made when a drop of phenolphthalein is added to the mixture. So phenolphthalein, the solution formed is basic, therefore phenolphthalein, the solution turns pink. Explain why it is not advisable to carry out this experiment using potassium metal. Explain why it is not advisable to carry out this experiment using potassium metal. Find that potassium reacts explosively with water. Potassium reacts explosively with water. Another question of Form 1. Describe how a pure sample of copper 2 nitrate, this is Form 2 question, copper 2 nitrate can be prepared using recycled copper wire. This is a soluble salt and we have copper wire here. So we begin by heat the copper wire with with the copper wire to obtain copper 2 oxide, react or add excess copper 2 oxide to dilute nitric 5 acid filter to remove excess solid, then evaporate the filtrate to saturation, allow the saturated solution to cool, wash and dry the crystals, wash the crystals with distilled water. Wash the crystals with distilled water. The question of Form 1. The following apparatus are used to investigate the percentage of air when iron rust. Iron filings, 100 ml measuring cylinder, a trough, and water. Draw the setup for the experiment. So you have a trough, of water, and you draw a measuring cylinder, so you have to label heat. So you can just label 10, 20, 30. And, just like that. Write an expression to show how the percentage of air is calculated at the end of the experiment. So you calculate the initial height, final height, times 100%. Initial height all over the final height times 100%. Question 7. figure below, the figure below shows graph of atomic of some group 1 and group 2 elements. Explain why the atomic radius of sodium is higher than that of lithium. Why the atomic radius of sodium is higher than that one of lithium. So sodium has more occupied energy levels than lithium. Sodium has 2:8:1. Lithium has 2:1. So that is the reason. Other question, why sodium has high atomic radius than magnesium? Magnesium has more protons than sodium, hence stronger nuclear charge. That is attraction, and stronger nuclear attraction. Predict the atomic radius of calcium. So the question here, predict the atomic radius of calcium. So you can extend here. And extend. So because we are taught to predict, atomic radius of calcium is 208. 208. Question 18 is a question of Form 1. Describe how propanol can be used to extract pure sample oil from sunflower. So crush sunflower seeds using a mortar and a pestle while adding propanol filter and leave residue in the sun. You can also smear the extract on a filter paper. State why sodium hydroxide is not suitable for the extraction of sunflower oil. As sodium hydroxide does not dissolve in oil. These are questions of Form 1 and Form 2 that were tested in the kcse 2021. Please share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.